are we?
We are at Salisbury.
And what about Salisbury is important to us?
Not much.
So, we actually went on our first non-date as friends here, didn't we?
We did, yeah. So, me and Em met at university in 2012. Spent the year together.
No, 2013 and 14. It wasn't 2012.
Apologies. Yeah, 2013 into 2014. We got on really well. Obviously, Em was heading back to the States by the time the year was up, which was kind of sad. And I think that there was always an opportunity for us to get together if she wasn't leaving. But neither of us had really made a move. Em holds that she didn't think I was
did try.
interested.
I gave him candy and stuff. So that sounds really creepy, but I did. When he was sick, I gave him a bag of candy. And then I left my spinach at your house, and I had to go back and get it because I felt really awkward. I gave him the wrong bag.
Spinach. Yeah, good excuse to come back. Anyway, she ended up coming back to mine over a bit of the summer holidays before she left to go home to the States. And when I was dropping her off, instead of driving her all the way back to Bath from Portsmouth, I decided that we'd sort of just have a day in Salisbury.
I went to go meet him, and then I was really nervous because I had a letter that I wrote, a really dramatic one that was don't ever change, always be you, and I was at the end, I really like you, and then I left it ambiguous so that he could be does that mean it's friends, or just in case he didn't feel that way. Anyways, we had a great walk around, didn't we? We walked around loads, and then when we said goodbye, he made me, you tell them what happened first.
So I guess I was always wanting to kiss Emily as I do like you, and before we left, the opportunity never kind of presented itself, or at least I didn't think it had. So
It definitely did, by the way.
I got her to stand on the platform and we were waiting for the train. I was like, oh, I've got a gift for you. So I made her close her eyes, hold out her hand, and then I said to her, right, you need to pat your head, rub your belly, and turn 3 times in a circle. And then when she had obviously done her final rotation, I then kissed her.
Can I intrude? Okay, what do you think of a kiss? Do you think of an actual movie moment kiss? This was more I'm just gonna do it real quick. He missed, first off, so those are the lips. He went here.
I didn't.
And then I didn't know what happened. I was was that a mosquito that landed on my cheek? I was so confused. And then he ran away in a hurry, all blushy. And I was here, take my letter. It was all dramatic. And then I called him back and he thought I was gonna make out with him because I didn't know if he kissed me or not. I was confused. And then I just gave him a big hug.
On that. It was definitely, she pulled away from the kiss, which is why I didn't hit her lips. And then I walked away.
I had my eyes closed. I didn't know what to expect. Oh, and then my phone died on the train ride home, so when Tom's I hope this isn't the goodbye you expected, don't ever change,
Never
I really care about you. He didn't hear from me. I get really throwy-uppy. Nauseous is what you call it, not throwy-uppy. I get really nauseous on trains backwards, so when Tom looked at me and was waving goodbye, I was going... But I was trying to explain I was sitting backwards, so then he just thought I was totally grossed out by this kiss.
So you can see why we didn't get together till many years later.
Some fun facts. We got really expensive coffees. How much were they?
£6 for 2.
Which is insane. That's why we prefer Dunkin'. Was it vegan?
Yes.
So we're also not vegan at all, but we support it. We just thought, it's called veganware or vegware. Probably not vegware. But anyways, we're gonna try to go into the cathedral. I think there's some Harry Potter bits. I actually haven't finished the books, but I'm gonna pretend. I'm a huge fan. You go.
My name's Tom. I was born in Scotland, but moved to the south of England with my family when I was about 3 years old, so I'm very much what they would refer to as a Hampshire hog.
Do the Shrek thing. Do it. Do it.
This is my swamp. So moved to Hampshire. Kind of grown up here all my life. It's about as exciting as it gets, really.
I grew up in Aquidneck Island in Portsmouth, Rhode Island, which is the smallest state in America, and it's an island off of Rhode Island.
Fun fact, smallest brains in America as well.
That's not funny. But I grew up there. We met at uni, and then he proposed to me. Do you want to tell him about? Wait, no, yeah, we. It was like 3 years. Wait, do you want to explain the proposal because it's really cute? Do it.
So I set up a scavenger hunt around Emily's home island where she lives, and basically just took a rose and a riddle to specific locations that me and her had been to when I was visiting, like specific coffee houses, grandma's house.
Grandma's house. It is true. I love my grandma so much.
Where else I can't remember where else. Like a milkshake
the beach
place.
Cliff area.
Yeah, Cliffs area. And yeah, just sort of left her a rose at each one, and then the riddle was like a hint to the next place. Last one, I was supposed to be there waiting on one knee, but I got the wrong area, so I sent Em to the right place, but the name of the place that Emily told it was is what I told her dad, and that's where he dropped me off, which was probably about 2 miles away from where I should have been. It was all along the same beach, but a different area.
Fun fact about me, I don't really know directions well, so I didn't know this was going to happen. So I always just am like, yeah, this is this place, this is that place, and I probably don't know the exact way.
Yeah, so I told her dad, oh, it's this field, this is the name of the place, and he dropped me off in an area where I thought, this looks familiar, because we'd obviously been there, but not where I thought it was. So yeah, I wasn't quite there on the last one, and then I came bumbling through the woods, running as fast as I could, because I remembered a spot where I was, and yeah, did a good.
I mean, I got there,
jog.
And there was nothing there, so I called my dad, and I was like, was I supposed to find something at first? Because my birthday was a week and a half after, so I was like, oh, Tom, I don't know, was going to surprise me with like an alpaca or something, because I love that. I don't know, like an alpaca walk, or I have no idea, I didn't know. And I called and I was like, oh, this is cute, like it's roses to like a present or something. And then there was literally nobody there in the woods, and I was like, is this a joke? So then I called my dad and I was like, did Tom, is he trying to do something? And my dad's like, stay where you are. And then I was like, what? And he's like, stay where you are. And then he just hung up, and I was just like in the middle of the woods, and then these random teenagers walked by, and they were definitely like smoking or something in the woods, and I was like, excuse me, has anyone seen a British man in the woods? And they were like, nope. And I was like, okay. So then I was really awkward, and then like there was like a how do I even describe it? It was like a brambling of sticks and stones and mud, and there was like Tarzan, like an ape coming out the woods there. He came sprinting from like the far side of it and was like and just like dropped on a knee, like, will you marry me? And then I was just so caught off guard that I was like, are you sure? Like I had just no idea what was going on. And he was sweating, and then obviously I said yes, because here we are 3.5 years later. But
still walking around those woods now.
Yes, but then the one part of the story I like to bring up is that I hadn't eaten all day because I didn't know what was going on. So I had a lovely, I don't know if you know Lenny and Larry's cookies, but they're like a protein cookie, and I really couldn't wait to eat it. Obviously I was way too excited to eat because I got proposed to. However, Tom was like, will you marry me? Yes. And then he's like, do you mind if I eat your cookie? I was like, because he had run 2 miles to the spot, so he needed like, oh, is that a, do you eat my cookie? Is that something? I don't know. And
I hadn't just like proposed and then she was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna eat your cookie. We waited till we walked back, saw her dad, he made sure I was alive and in the right place. And then it was a good half an hour after the proposal. I hadn't just randomly got on one knee and then just been like, yeah, I'm eating your cookie.
It felt like that.
This is our channel.
Do you hear me?
I don't know. I can hear you.
Can it work?
Yeah.
his neighbors outside. We're a little nosy. Pause for Thoughts Cafe in Romsey.
So yeah, she just wants to create a haven for these guys, but just for like-minded people, just to come in, either relax, forget about the outside world for an hour or two, or just come in and sort of play with some of our cats really, if they're in the mood.
What colour are my eyes?
Blue.
I love you.
Which habit of mine annoys you the most?
Oh!